Okay, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Deeper Thinker Tutorial. Now, we have talked about steam table in our previous video, and now we're still talking about steam table on interpolation. Now, hope you know that there are some values in steam table that we need to get out, but they are not located in the steam table. In such kind of case, we require to interpolate to get those values. Now, what is the steam table? First of all, the steam table is a table designed by scientists to pick out values or parameters or quantities based on certain condition that you cannot determine except through experiment. What I mean is that steam changes with regards to certain parameters such as temperature and pressure, but ideal gas, when you know the temperature and pressure, you can use the gas law, which is PV equals to nRT, to determine some other properties. But it's not the same with steam. It varies in steam, and it varies at saturated point and at superheated point. So now we need the steam table to be able to determine these parameters, since we can't determine them except by experiment. So scientists carried out experiments and found out the values at each temperature and pressure, and they wrote it down. So now we're asked to obtain the specific volume and specific enthalpy of steam at this pressure and this temperature. Now we don't know it. So what do? We use our steam table. But the first step for you to structure this question in an organized exam, comfortable way, an exam condition that is suitable, will be first to write down your given. And your given is that you have your pressure to be what? At 5 bar, and your temperature to be what? At 310 degrees Celsius. So now what next? You write down your required. So this is the proper exam structure. The required is to obtain the specific volume and specific enthalpy. So these are the two things you need to get out. Now, what is the next step? The next step is now to find these values on your steam table. So go to your steam table, and at 5 bar, you get this temperature and you get the corresponding specific volume. But the issue now is that there are two portions of our steam table, which is the saturated portion and the superheated portion. Now, how do we know where to go? That boils down to the explanation I gave in the last video, which I encourage you to watch. If you want to get out maybe the extent to which someone has knowledge on a particular field, let's say a course, you can start asking the highest possible question you know in that particular course to that person, because by that you can actually trace where the person's knowledge is, or to the extent in which the person's knowledge is. Instead, you start from the lowest question and you increase till you get to the highest point. Now, the saturated portion of the steam table is for the parameters when the steam has not been heated to a very high temperature. So, but the superheated is when it has been heated to a very high temperature. So, we'll first go to the saturated. That's why we're going to the saturated portion first, because it's lower. We start from that lower portion. So, if it is no longer consistent, that's the values we were given for our steam. Our given steam, if it's no longer consistent with the saturated portion, we'll now move over to the superheated portion. So if you go to your steam table, we can see that we have the steam table here. So we'll scroll down, we'll pass the content, the table of content, then we'll get over here, pass down this place, we go down. Saturated water and steam is what we're looking for, but these are triple points, we don't need this. So we'll go down and get the next values, which is still saturated water and steam. This is the point we need. So it has values calibration up to decimal values. That's the portion we need. Then we'll pass the decimal values and go down to where we have at least some whole numbers in the whole number side. Then we can now see where our 5 bar is here. This is where our 5 bar is. So our 5 bar is somewhere here. So if you check out your 5 bar, trace it down to the temperature. Look at the temperature that goes to 5 bar horizontally. You see 151.8 as in the line in the rule of what? Of your 5 bar. So since that's the temperature, we can take it out and write it down. After having picked out value, you should get that from steam table TST, that's T subscript SAT, equal to 151.8 degrees Celsius. So this is the temperature we get out from our steam table. Now, since this temperature now, since T is greater than T subscript SAT, that's the T temperature for saturated steam. So meaning that according to experiments, scientists has determined that every steam that is saturated at 5 bar should have this temperature. Should have what? This temperature. It shouldn't have anything above it. Now, so if your steam is having, according to our own, the one we have now, is having 310, it means that this our steam that is having this 310 is not under the what? The unique temperature that every saturated steam should have. So this is the highest temperature that is saturated what steam should have. Actually, at this point, if it is now being dry saturated, so it shouldn't go above. So since this one has gone above it, it means it's what? Superheated. So since this is greater than this, we say that thus steam is superheated. So that's the reason why we're doing that. Now, if you also go over to the superheated portion of your steam, so for your second value, which we're looking for the value for the specific volume under 310, which is in the superheated portion. When we now discover that our steam is superheated, you have to now come down here, which is after that saturated water and steam, you get the superheated steam. Now you now come to 5 bar. Where is 5 bar? This is 0.0.0. That's under the pressure. Can move down to get where we'll see our 5. So this is 5 bar. This is the 5 bar. Look at it here. Now under 5 bar, we have certain values here. These values now are values for the steam at 5 bar, but at different temperature. It's not just one temperature, unlike the saturated water and steam. So this is the values for the temperature of 200 Celsius. We have 250, we have 300, we have 350, and the rest of them. But if you discover where are we supposed to locate 310, is immediately after 300, right? But we don't have 310. After 300, immediately they jumped to what? To 350. That's where the concept of interpolation is needed. So we now want to find that 310 using the 2 range of values that encompasses it. So we'll now go and pick out the value for specific volume. Look at specific volume. That's the first value you have there. 3 seats. 3 is the V. This V. The row of this V down to 300. Look at the value you get. 0.5226. Then for 353 seats, that's the first row. Trace this down to here and here. 300 and 350. You get out those 2 values, then you write it down. Then when you'll be doing for your enthalpy, the same thing, which is the 3rd row. Look at it, H. When you trace it down, you trace H down to this place, you should get 30 3165 and 350. You should get for H 3168. So that they are the third row. Is the third row. So that's simply it. It's quite easy. So on checking the superheated portion, we discover that we don't have any value for specific volume under 310. There is only value for specific volume under 350. So that's what brings about the concept of interpolation. How do we now get out the value for 310? So what do? We draw a line like we're calibrating a particular scale. You understand? So we are calibrating a particular temperature scale, and we have 350, we have 300, we should have 310 should be in between, but we don't know what it is. Then we also have another one. Then that one you should have 0.5701, 0.5701, and you should have 0.5226. Now this should be the middle that we do not know. Should be the middle that we do not know, which is VG of 310. So now that we do not know this, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Now we should use the concept we know from our high school when we talk about temperature and its measurement. That if we know a given temperature, because this is temperature and this is specific volume. If we know a particular scale, temperature scale, both the upper range and the lower range and even the middle range, we can compare it to another kind of scale, whether temperature or not. Another kind of scale that we know the upper and lower, but we don't know the middle. How do we do that? We say this subtracted by this, or when you subtract this from this, divided by when you subtract this from this, the fraction or the ratio should be the same with this minus this over this minus this. So we have 350 minus 300 over 310 minus 300. It should be equal to 0.5701 minus 0.5226 over VG of 310 minus 0.5226. So on doing this now, we should get from here, we should get out 50 over 10. That's what we should get, because 350 minus 300 is 50 and 310 minus 300 is 10. So equal to, then when you subtract this, you have 0.0475 over VG of 310 minus 0.5226. So when you work on this now, you discover that this will cancel this. Then this multiplying this, the 5 will just be outside. This multiplying by this, we should give you the same value. Right? We should have something like this. We should have something like this equal to 5, open bracket, the same value, VG 310 minus 0.5226. So if we divide both sides by 5 here, we should have this fraction, and we should have this remaining. So if we make a VG of 310 subject, we'll take out this over, or we'll take this over to this other place. That this minus will turn to plus. It should now be 0.0475 over 5 plus, because this is changing, 0.5226. The final answer you should get, if you do it correctly, should be 0.5321 meter cube per kg as your VG of 310. So this is like your final answer for this question, but this part is what we did. What if you are doing for specific enthalpy? Because you must answer the two. They say this and this. So that one I won't be doing it in this video, but I will allow you to attempt it and post your answer in the word comment section. I will look it up consistently to correct where necessary. So it is the same process. You just bring out a scale where you have the value, just trace the value under 350 for specific enthalpy. What would it be? 300 specific enthalpy. What should it be? Replace it here. Then you are looking for your what? For the middle, which will be what? Your enthalpy is denoted by H. So it will be Hg of 300. That's what will be here. Then you interpolate and get what the answer will be. See you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, comment and share for more, and see you in my next video. Bye bye.